Ladies and gentlemen, another run is upon us. Another attempt. Glory or death is my motto. But never surrender. Never failure. I will never give up. Hi, gamer moment, 1257. Let us begin once again. The epic struggle. Oh, that looks like a nice mixer. What is that? The mixer robot? I like that. Thank you very much, gamer moment. Although I think that's actually the default. I think that's the default name. I was lucky enough to get my own, to get the centrist locked down on Mixer when I signed it. No one else had gotten that name yet. This is Mongolian throat music, by the way. You know what we haven't delved into in the Star Wars universe? Pop culture. We've never done it.
Listen, I don't want to upset your rhythm, Cal, but the boss wants a word. You good for us? Here he is, Chief.
I like it. YKD clan. That feels good.
Power clamps are jammed. I need 2 workers to climb up and secure the cables.
That's not an easy maneuver.
The guild will double your pay for this shift.
My Cal. What's your score? I can learn. Huh?
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Get to work.
This way.
I'm right behind you.
I like the idea of the gamer name, right? To the point where even when I'm talking with my brother, I don't, sometimes when I'm playing with him, Call of Duty or whatever, I don't actually call him, you know, his name. I call him,
Sorry, Cal.
I call him his gamer tag. Hello, YKD clan. I like it.
Up here.
I like the name. It's like choosing a personality, right?
Will you look at that? A separatist ship. Haven't seen a Luke or Hulk in ages.
Yeah. Ages.
Breaking her will be big money. All right, let's go.
Personally, I actually think it's one of the coolest things, and people should take it more seriously, right? I've obviously had names, other names in games before. One name that I used to go with by was Admiral Theron 14.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Ladder's out, though. You're gonna have to find another way.
Yeah, no problem. I'll improvise.
See you there, pal.
And you know, I really like the idea then of choosing a serious name. You know, there are people who will make jokes for their names. You know, either you know, swear words or sexual references or whatever, just dumb stuff to sound funny. But I think it's almost like it's something that people from this culture don't get to experience any of, right? If you were born into say I'm trying to think of the different cultures that allowed you to choose your own name. But think of it like Native American tribes, or I think specific Asian cultures. I'm not sure which ones, because I'm not an expert on ancient cultures. I'm more like other cultures.
Good to see you.
But I like the idea that on getting to adulthood, you get to choose your own name, right? Or at least get some portion of it, or at least have it given to you as something other than, oh, you know, he looks like a Steve, you know, she looks like a Mary. Like, how do you know? You're a baby, you know? It seems meaningless, where names used to have meaning,
Just passing
you know?
through, guys. No need to come out and say hi this time.
And I think names should have some sort of actual personal meaning and not just be picked out of a book at random. You know, whatever's trending.
Hey, Cal, I'll meet you at the clamps.
Sounds good.
But yeah, I agree, and that would make sense, you know?
How'd you get here?
How'd you get here?
Look, the ship cutter is here. There it goes. Hey, we should get moving. Yep, good looking out.
Thanks, man. The run's starting off good. 2 viewers already. That's nice. Interestingly enough, I never actually get tired of doing this part of the tutorial. Braca is so much fun to play. The train sequence, this whole thing, I love it. It just looks so good as you're going through.
Use the manual override lever below.
The only part I start getting a little tired at Pagano, where it's like, okay, I've seen this part a bunch of times. Yes, the hologram map maneuver, but this part I've always really liked.
Hold on. All right, clamp secured.
You know, I hope they're paying me hazard pay for this.
Still here?
Give me a fright there, pal.
Nah, he's probably just an essential worker.
I got this.
He doesn't get paid jack squat.
We're done. Get out up here.
Yeah, fighting the Sarlacc would be pretty awesome.
Take a look at this.
Oh, it's too big to be a Sarlacc. I'm not sure what it is.
What a score! The real scrapper's payday. I mean, this thing's been here, what, 4 years?
5.
Never flew this, but down in a blaze of glory. Those Jedi. Real tragedy. Yeah, I've always said they couldn't all be.
You know,
traitors.
Prob's got a big mouth. He likes to talk a lot about things he shouldn't be talking about.
Guess it's just our lucky day. I was gonna get a lot of good material out of it. Yeah, here we are, scrapping these ships from the war, just so they can turn around and make new ones. The racket, huh? All of us risking our necks for the bosses. And the pay was better back during the Republic, too.
Hey, you really should watch what you say.
Listen to me. Find us feel like this.
This guy is going to die in maybe the stupidest way I've ever seen in the history of gaming.
Come on,
It
Cal,
might
you
be
got
the
mine.
dumbest thing I've ever
And
seen.
like me?
He's like, oh man, a Nazi is holding me at gunpoint. Why don't I try to inspire her to rebel or something? Or like talk about how mean the Empire is. He's like, we're just expendable. And she's like,
You're not listening.
yeah, I'm just gonna kill you. Just to make a point. Almost to reinforce his point. I love that. If at the end of your speech, the Inquisitor agrees with you. No, if someone who agrees with your speech is still going to kill you, then maybe think about not speaking. Right?
Bro, you okay?
Cal! I can't climb up!
Bro, just hang on.
Hey, send me!
No, don't let go.
Put your feet on that. What do you... Oh, come on.
Bro,
It's embarrassing. No climbing expertise. He should have put his feet on the swinging, pendulum.
you okay, bro?
I'm all right. Just pin down.
Pilot's gone. I'll get us out of here. Just hang on.
Watch out, Cal!
Another happy landing.
Prof, you all right?
Yeah. Okay,
We gotta move. Come on.
what happened? What was that back there? Was that you? That was the Force, wasn't it?
Just forget what you saw, okay? Please.
Come on, man.
I've seen the stories. I've heard it.
Prof,
Bounties out on people
I
like
know. I know.
Alright, now here's where I think that the original story... This is my own personal conspiracy theory, right?
Yeah.
I think the story differs, right? Because I think Cal's about to have this vision about how he shouldn't trust anyone other than the Force, right? So my theory is, in the original storyline in this game, they were going to have Prague betray him. He was going to sell Cal out to the Inquisitors for $1, right? Or because he's afraid or whatever, right?
You holding up okay?
Good. Yeah, you?
Yeah.
The Force vision makes way more sense, given that idea.
Cal, I'm working with you some time now. I've never seen you do anything like that before. We've been through some hell together. So,
And I think it works better for the overall plot of the game.
that you took from me. I don't know how to repay you.
Don't mention it. I mean it.
You don't have to worry about me. This place is not safe. Maybe you should, disappear.
Just gotta head back to my place, grab my bag. Tappers owes me a favor.
I heard he was up on Mount Shadell.
Yeah. You won't be seeing
Star Wars is really weird, by the way. I'll try to find something in the next shot, and I want you to see if you can notice this. Okay, so on his arm, they're not really showing it well, but next time you see his arm, the patch is written in Orabesh, right, which is basically the galactic written language. Which is cool. Like, Star Wars, not as well as Tolkien, but slowly invented over time a galactic written language to use called Orabesh. Let's see if they show the other side of him again. Yeah, okay. On the patch on his arm, you can see, like, markings, right? Sure, okay, so that makes sense. But English, which isn't called English here, it's called the Galactic Basic, is the galactic spoken language. Which means that they have a different galactic spoken language from a galactic written language? Like, how does that make any sense at all? But I think it was... Ooh, spooky. I think the key there was that George Lucas obviously couldn't have all his characters speaking a foreign language all the time. So he compromised by saying, well, the written language is alien, but the spoken language is Galactic Basic or English. Ooh. What does the vision mean?
Apprentice, mark well and listen.
Master.
Trust only in the Force.
Train has stopped.
Yeah, something's going on.
Everybody up. Identification ready. Move out and line up.
Probably just another contraband inspection.
I like the idea that there'd be like a world specifically designed to recycle ships, right? Because there's so many ships that are derelict in the galaxy, right? You need something really nice to scrap them, basically. I like this sort of nod as well to the personalities of both of the to both of the sisters here, right? The ninth sister, sort of vain, like, you know, larger than life, the power of the dark side and the Force, and is always trying to monologue, and she wants a ship that's as big and imposing as she can get. Whereas second sister, she's like, nope, just give me the fastest ship I can have. TIE Interceptor, let's go. I want to get there as fast as possible. Couldn't give a crap about looks. And I think that's perfect, right?
Of the treasonous Jedi Order. Failure to turn over this traitor will result in a charge of sedition. Turn yourself in, or everyone present shall face summary execution.
I think it's time someone came forward.
If you think about it, this fight would be insane. One of each Inquisitor and both sisters fighting at the same time. Let's go. Oh,
Way
crap.
before the war, we refit and rebuilt ships.
You actually don't rebuild ships much.
Then came the Empire,
Right, shipyards are actually elsewhere.
and engineers became scrappers. The workers, they just started getting worked. We all know the truth.
What does he think he's going to achieve with this?
Too afraid to say it.
I love that the second sister's just letting him
The
monologue.
Empire,
Like, sure, just keep talking.
we're all just expendable.
Yes, you are.
She never stops looking at Cal in this whole scene.
Look at this. A lightsaber.
Rob's just like going on, and she's just staring Cal down. Like, all right, what are you gonna do?
I found the Jedi.
And then the ninth sister is like an idiot bass fisherman who gets a really nice catch and then like holds it over the lake as he's taking a picture, and it just flops out of his grasp.
Hold it. Don't move.
Embarrassing. I imagine they had words.
Easy now. Got a stowaway. Hey, you don't need to call this in. Quiet. This is TK-8190. Repeat, did you say Jedi? This will be fun.
I wait there because the stormtroopers haven't made any aggressive moves at that point. But once they say Jedi, like, you know the jig is up. Ow. Timed that wrong. Direct.
One way out.
So I guess wind resistance isn't a thing in this world,
Gotta keep moving.
right? If you want like a clip of what this should be like right now, watch Tom Cruise in the end of Mission Impossible 1.
With the rest of us. I chose to rest instead. That's how I prepare. Die here. You're too quick.
In terms of getting parries, I know Master is harder than Jedi Knight and obviously story mode, but honestly, it feels so easy to get parries. This, I do believe that Master is actually normal difficulty for the game.
Where did you come from? You made your last mistake.
Which is the reason I played on that, because I'll play it on whatever difficulty is normal when I try to get my Deathless run.
This way.
I don't count story mode as a difficulty, because it's not. I still think the ending of Mission Impossible 1 is one of the best action scenes in any movie ever. It's still more impressive than some of the action scenes in Fast and Furious. right? A scene that only gets more outrageous with each passing moment that it's on screen.
Get to the front. Stop the train. Oh no! Need cover. Gotta move
Alright,
in between
roll
first.
here. Let him shoot. Now he come out.
Now.
Now this is timing actually needs to be a bit close. Oh, that was a beautiful. Did you see that timing? If I was a couple frames earlier, I would have gotten hit. And roll.
I'm ready for your train.
Perfect.
He shot the coupling out. Gotta get down.
The first time I played this, I was like, they're not wasting any time, are they?
No, no, no! Whoa! This is bad. Only way is up.
Yeah, so much for wind resistance again. And cutscene.
We're here to help!
Who are you?
No time! Keep moving! We'll pick you up when we can!
They could have just played the Indiana Jones theme during this, it would have been fine. Well, I guess I should acknowledge that it's really hard to tell how fast the train is moving. Just as it's really hard to tell how fast any moving vehicle is moving when you're in it. Or when you're just looking at it. Oh! That roll went off a little weird. Come on. Oh, come on. Thank you.
What now?
And now that all the dumb Imperials are dead, we leave the smart ones. Although, as we know, falling off of a massive cliff in Star Wars, as always, does literally nothing. Height, gravity, acceleration, physics, momentum, these are just words in the Star Wars universe. They don't really have any meaning behind them.
Hold on!
I wonder, has any Jedi ever been killed by falling? Ever? I can't think of one. If you're in the chat or if you're watching this on recording, please tell me one Jedi who died from falling. Or Sith. Sith is also included. Okay, I can actually think of one, but I'm not counting Inquisitors. Because Inquisitors kind of suck at everything.
I recognize their stance. Perhaps you've had some training after all. Who's your master, Padawan? Someone I killed, perhaps? What Jedi gave their life so that you might live?
Alright, so the way you speed this fight up is getting in more hits on her faster, right? Which is sort of obvious. So, I'm going to hit, force slow, hit again,
Will be your last.
right? And notice, so the reason I do that is because at the end of any 3-hit combo, she's going, the 3rd hit won't land, and instead she'll roll away. Like that, right? So if I want to land in more hits on her, I hit, and then force slow, which breaks the combo, and then hit again.
You can't run forever.
Perfect. I'm a little low on force energy, though, so I might not have enough juice. Okay, done. That's the fastest way to deal with that fight. Unless you want to play really fast and loose with your health totals. Because technically you can also get your health down low enough that it'll trigger the end to the fight earlier. But you gotta be really careful with doing that, because if you don't fight her for long enough, she'll just kill you. So, I prefer to do it this way. It's way safer. It takes, like, I don't know, a couple additional seconds, but I think it's just, there's no reason to risk dying this early. Just so you can have, like, 4 seconds in a run that's not even the speed run. Shouldn't that, like, burn through the hull and make it not space-worthy? Or maybe it cauterizes. I don't know. I know that when Jedi or Sith try to, like, destroy a vessel to make it not space-worthy, it's never as simple as just putting the lightsaber in and calling it a day. So, I don't know. That's an interesting question.
Thanks for the help. But who are you people?
My name is Seer Junda, and this is my captain, Priest Ritus.
How you doing? Yeah, the Mantis is my ship, but you better pay attention to this lady here.
So, who are you?
Cal. Kestis. Who was that back there?
An Imperial Inquisitor.
Bro,
She's a Force user.
you know, all these years of hiding from the
Now
Empire,
that she knows who you are,
you never
she
came up
will
with a
not
fake
stop
name.
until she destroys you.
How do you know so much? And why'd you help me?
Track Imperial communications. We heard the Inquisitors were heading to Bracca, so we made our move.
Oh, yeah? Well, what's the bounty on Jedi these days anyway?
That's gratitude for you.
But 30,000 units.
You've been surviving on your own for so long that
Or
it's
credits,
impossible
I
to
should
trust
say, sorry.
anyone. And it's what's kept you alive.
Imperial credits.
But this is about something bigger than just surviving.
Like what?
Like rebuilding the Jedi Order.
You too? Anybody else?
Oh, we're not good enough for you?
The Jedi Council?
They're gone.
So I'm all you've got.
Captain, set a course for Logano.
Alright.
You know, that actually raises an interesting thing that I just thought about.
Try and relax.
So, post Return of the Jedi, right? The Empire's been defeated.
For now.
Hurrah! Yay! Everything's great. The Rebellion won. Slight problem. Everyone in the galaxy used Imperial credits for their business, right? And now that the Empire's gone, the entire galactic currency system has been annihilated in a single stroke.
You were talking in your sleep.
Which is why, when the Mandalorian shows up in Episode 1 to collect his bounty, the guy's like, I've got Imperial credits, and Mandalorian's like, you kidding me? And they're like, well, we don't have much else, because there really is not much else to use, right? It goes back, I assume, to being a hodgepodge of every single planet having its own currency,
Not now. I got work to do.
Every single planet having their own banking system. Really, there'd be a nightmare of bureaucracy to try to figure out, since that all that stuff is what the Empire used to do, and now that the Empire's gone, there's no one doing a very basic job that's required, right? Like, if you got rid of the American government, like, yeah, you get rid of the American government parts that you don't like, but now you also have to deal with the fact that there's no postal service, there's no IRS, there's no communication, there's no ICC, there's no bus service, for goodness sakes. Like,
That's all.
so much of what
I wrote it.
government does, even a
Years
tyrannical
ago.
government does, is necessary and has to be
An
replaced by
object and
something
witness events
if you
connected to it.
don't want massive devastation on
Years
your
of
hands.
history.
It's an echo in the force from the object.
Not many Jedi have that skill.
How would you know that?
I was once a Jedi, but not anymore.
Do I know you?
No. But I knew your master, Jaro Tapal. He was a true guardian of the Republic.
He was a hero. Listen. Something happened to me during the Purge. I survived, but my connection to the Force is damaged. When I meditate, if I let my guard down, I lose control. And it's like I'm back in that moment when...
You survived, Cal. And you're not alone. Not anymore.
We're coming up on our destination.
This is Begano. A Jedi I knew discovered it before the Purge. You won't find it on any maps.
The Empire doesn't know this place exists.
No.
So, what's the plan? We hide out here?
You know, they never explain how the Empire finds it.
See that structure over there? I believe that vault holds the key to rebuilding the Jedi Order.
At the end of the game, it's just sort of like,
Requires someone strong in the Force to
and then the
access
Empire
this.
showed up. And we're just supposed
Since you're
to
not a
accept
Jedi
that
anymore, that's why you
they
need
just
me.
found him. Okay, I
I
guess.
know you don't trust me. And I'm not really sure I trust you. But we have a common enemy. And a common cause. I'll share more of my plan after you reach the vault. But, until then, there's someone here I think you should meet. May the Force be with you.
Imagine if the Jedi Master was a bogling.
Guess I'm looking for a Jedi then. But if there's already one here, why does Seer need me?
Man, I think sometimes we forget. We think of Yoda as this, like, super wise, amazing
For the sake
Jedi
of this
Master.
meditate, just need to focus my mind.
Because that's what we've seen him as for the last 10 years. And we forget that Yoda originally shows up as this, like, creepy-looking swamp thing that's busy trying to, like, fight R2-D2 for a hot dog. Like, that's awesome. I'm not going to use overhead slash, ever. It's garbage. Okay, I'll use it in one combination of hits that work on one specific enemy in the game, Malicos, but I'm really not going to use it elsewhere. It's too small.
BD1. I'm Cal. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm looking for someone. No, not you. I'm searching for a Jedi, I think. Hold on. You know the Jedi? What do you know? Wait, hold on. Did you just slice that? Thanks.
There's two moves in the game that sort of are split in my mind between most damaging attacks. Number one being lightsaber slash into flipping lightsaber slash, right? Which I unlock much later. And then the split lightsaber strike, right? Where you go from dual lightsabers, split them both, hit with both sides. That one might also be good. Or that one might also do more damage, but I'm not sure which. I haven't, like, tested it out. I always wished at Ilum, like, you unlock the dual lightsaber strike, which is cool, but I always wish that you unlocked, like, an actual, completely different style, right? Where you have your single lightsaber fighting style, your dual-bladed lightsaber fighting style, and then actual, like, dual lightsaber style, where you just hold two of them.
How'd you know that would work? Wait, you didn't? Careful over there. That doesn't look safe. Just like back at the scrapyard. Hold on, I'm coming.
Oh, come on. Get wrecked.
Whoever lived here used this room for storage. They kept food and supplies. Hey, that was pretty brave. You okay? Wait, I can help you with that. Will you let me? Oh, okay. Well, your scomplink is busted, but this should help you get moving for now. Okay, try that. The vault. Yeah, that's where I was headed to. Okay, well, first we gotta figure out a way out of this place. PD, that's a little small for me. Don't worry, I'll find my own way out. Tight fit, but this should work.
The lightsaber illumination is pretty neat.
Those vines look like they lead somewhere.
Come
Hope they're
on.
sturdy.
And I instantly regret my decisions.
Yeah, I'm all right. Healing stem. You're full of surprises. That's better. Thanks, little droid. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, okay. Here, hop on board. So, how'd you get here? You don't remember? I've never known a forgetful droid. Can't argue with that. Hey, a chest. Think the Jedi would mind if we grab supplies? What is it? That's where we need to go. I can feel it.
Perfect.
Oh?
And there's the MacGuffin. And the last hologram
Where we've been.
tutorial, thank God.
I can't make it over there. We gotta find another way. going? Something was in there.
I'll be equipping every new cosmetic I get throughout the game to both show off the cosmetic, what it looks like, and also to verify that I did indeed collect each
Tool was
cosmetic.
used by someone eager to reach the vault.
The same goes for every Force Echo and every data point.
Run for it!
Ah. Let's go. The Bogdo's basic hit mechanics are pretty simple. Ah, made it out. And about to get my first Force ability. Hello. It's kind of cute. Very big, but cute.
See something in there?
Try again.
It's difficult, Master.
Yes, the path is difficult. It may seem impossible, but with persistence and the Force as your ally, you will overcome any obstacle. You will master any path. Now, do what you must to reach me. Faster, more intensity. Now, reach my position.
Nice.
I did it. Persistence and the Force is my ally. Just remembering old tricks. Think you can show me that shortcut again? This area was used for meditation. There's someone familiar with the Jedi Order. Whoever owned this bag brought it from Coruscant. They were frustrated with the Jedi Council. Hey now. So what was in there?
if you stand too close to the edge of the elevator, you can actually get crushed between the top level and the elevator itself. Ah!
Another one? Someone made camp here. They were excited to discover a giant creature that lives close by. A binog, they called it.
Nice.
Can you slice this? Sorry about your scalp length. But standing up to that bog rat, pretty brave. What was in there?
I'll have to come back here when I go to Bogano Part 2, but the routing, I think, is a lot easier at that point. And it actually provides me some advantages doing this now. Namely that I get this research point, which gives you a huge amount of XP. And while I'm getting that, it just makes sense to get the rest of the to get the rest of the stuff located around that sort of center pedestal.
Oh, it's on. We're not finished yet. Okay, you probably would have won. Probably. Thanks for the help.
And last one. And now we've got the cutscene where it sort of explains what the actual plot of the game is going to be. Which then ends up, like, the whole plot is kind of dumb because it's like at no point does Cal have the realization throughout the whole game that maybe it's a bad idea to collect the kids, right? It's like at the end of the game, he's like, I have grown as a person and now realize that my entire goals throughout the entire game were worthless and I should throw them away. Wonderful.
Okay, I'll look.
Everything he achieved in the game could just as easily have been achieved by leaving now and not ever coming back.
You alright, BD?
Well done, whoever you are. You have passed the test I left behind, and gained access to the vault and this recording, one of many encrypted logs stored in the droid. I am Master Eno Cordova. I may not know your name, but I know your purpose. The fate of the Jedi Order lies in your hands. This place, this vault, is a sacred temple, built by a vanished civilization known as the Zepho. Meditating here, I was granted a premonition through the Force, a vision of doom. I have placed inside this vault a Jedi holocron, containing a list of the names and locations of young Force sensitives throughout the galaxy. Ahead, you will find the inner chamber of the vault, but also another test. I can only trust this holocron to someone who has followed my path and understands. Seek out the hidden tombs of the three sages and learn to perceive the mysteries of the Force as the Zepho once did. In this droid, you will find everything you need to succeed on this journey. Go to the Zepho homeworld. There, you will find peace in the eye of the storm. Good luck, Jedi. And may the Force be with you.
We have our mission.
I guess you were the someone I was supposed to meet. You know, I've been alone for want to meet some friends of
He
mine.
makes friends awfully fast. Alright, come little puppy. We have adventures to do.
I think I found what you wanted me to see.
Sounds like you did. We'll be waiting.
Child's play. Die, Bogdo scum. Got a little bit of backtracking to do at this point. But that's okay. That'll give me an extra life bump, another stim, and the Agdo Bogdo killed, which gives me a bunch of XP.
My friend, it appears the Zepho had some interest in Deathless. Strange. For such a peaceful culture to have any sort of fascination with a place so dark.
Thanks. BD1.
Before I fight the Bogdo, though, and this actually makes sense in the way I route it, because I have to come back exactly through this path, I'll fight the Bogdo on the second time through rather than the first time, because if I wait, then I'll have another stim available to fight with.
Oh, hi there. Making a new friend.
Nice.
I sense something over here.
Haha! Die, bugs.
It was after boggling eggs and the pack fought back.
Yeah, good riddance. Alright, so... jump down here.
Stim crate. Should be here. Wait, can he carry more? Thanks, BD1.
There will be 10 canisters total that I pick up in the game, which will make me nearly invulnerable given that I'm fighting with a second or two to recharge. It makes it almost impossible to lose the Terran Malicos fight. The final Second Sister fight is a little more complicated. But it's still very doable to find good opportunities to... it's very doable to find good opportunities to get away from her for the second or two required to stim up. It's really just a matter of timing.
I'm looking.
as long as my timing is good. Stims give me a great way to just ensure my survival in fights. In fact, I haven't really died in a fight for quite a while in playing the game. Most of the time I die, it's due to some sort of environmental BS. I already opened that. See that? See the wiring? That, see, if you stand on it, you get crushed between those two platforms. Alright, that's the final bit of backtracking. Now I'm running up to fight the Bogdo, grab my Force secret out of the fan room. And there's actually another reason why I want to do the routing like this. I'll explain later how or why once I get to the fans, which you'll see in a moment. Or more like, I don't know, a minute or two. So I'm gonna head left. Hold on. Alright. Yeah, hang on. Something weird going on with my headset.
Smells worse than Grease does.
I was a little bit slow on that. I should have gone a fraction of a second earlier. Dang it. Nice. Easy. The pattern is actually easy to get. It's just that if you miss a single shot, it's probably going to one-shot you.
The Bogler was killed. Was it trying to defend its family?
Alright, now you jump sort of laterally and in this direction to give you the best shot at landing on the pipe. Now this is the fan room. It's important you do this in this order. Fan, fan, and now go. Okay. Now the reason I want to do this down here is to turn the fans off. The fans will remain off once I turn them off for the rest of the game. And that provides me some added safety when I come back to Bogano in like 7 hours. Because I'll need to get to this platform up here, which can be a bit dangerous on its own. But an added danger if the fans are still running is that I'll fall into them and get one shot killed. Alright, that's everything on Bogano, so I'm out of here. Come on. Thank you. Perfect.
For the help.
Pass the test.
So you knew about BD-1?
Come on board. We'll talk inside.
Oh, BD-1, this is Grease. Hey, Grease.
What is that? Get off my sofa! Get off my sofa! Get out of there! Get out!
That is BD-1. He's with us.
I don't care who he's with. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get oil stains out of petroleum fabric?
Not really.
Oh, I hope you found something better out there than this droid.
Oh, calm down, Breeze. He did. Tell us, Cal.
The vault was built by an ancient civilization called the Zepho. A Jedi named Eno Cordova hid something inside of it.
What did he hide inside?
A holocron from the archives. It contains a list of Force-sensitive children.
The next generation of Jedi. I knew it! Oh, Cordova, you old fool.
You knew him?
Yes, a long time ago. I was his apprentice. Cordova was a loner. That little droid and I are probably the only ones that know about Bogano.
Hold on, wait a minute. What?
A holocron. It stores information, but only accessible to Jedi. Hang on, I think I have one around here. Use the Force.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen.
With that list of Force sensitives, we could rebuild the Jedi Order and defeat the Empire.
Okay, no problem. Let's get it.
Well, except the holocron is hidden deep inside.
They should have played the whole
To get it,
message.
we have to follow Cordova's path. He mentioned something about the planet Dathomir and a Zepho homeworld.
All right, well, where are we going? I'm just asking because I was thinking of maybe making some food.
Look, before we do anything, I need to know something. How come you're no longer a Jedi?
I had an experience that changed my perspective. So I cut myself off from the Force.
You still want to rebuild the Order?
I believe that rebuilding the Order is the best chance we have against the Empire. What do you believe?
I believe I can't keep hiding from the Empire, so I don't really have a choice.
Cal, as long as you're alive, you will always have a choice. Are you with us?
You're in.
Dathomir Zepho. It's your choice.
Hey, Grease, what's this thing?
What? You've never seen a terrarium before?
Sure, but don't they usually have plants in them?
Well, I've been a bit busy hauling you around the galaxy. But you know, you could pay me back with some seeds.
Thought you hated nature.
When it's out there, you betcha. But when it's behind a comfortably thick wall of embarring glass, that's perfection.
All right, let's see if I can find any. Seer, can you feel the Force at all?
Yes. Instead of opening up, you push it back down. The exact opposite of what you should do.
Out there, I remembered something about myself before the purge. It was painful, but like I found a piece of myself.
That's good. You're learning to embrace the Force again.
How can you say that?
Because I know what it means to live without it.
Okay, I'll keep trying.
We'll talk later.
to...
To Zepho we go. I will not be to Dathomir for quite a while. There is not a good reason to go there. Especially considering if I did, it would require 3 different visits and not 2.
What makes you think there are Jedi hiding?
No, just curious.
Is there someone specific you're thinking of?
Well, growing up, we heard tales of a green, pointy-haired, legendary Jedi Master, and...
Are you talking about Master Yoda? Yes, he is very legendary.
Wait, what? Who? No, I'm talking about Master Yaddle.
The Jedi High Council member?
Yeah, we all have our dreams, okay? Let me have mine.
No problem.
All right, kids, sit down. We're here. Of a storm brewing down there. This might not be the best time to land.
Yeah, something strange. Those winds are interfering with our comms.
Hey, Cordova mentioned something about peace in the eye of the storm. Well, I could just make out a settlement in the middle of it.
Then we have to get there.
Copy that. Couple bumps ain't gonna kill you, kid. Unless the wind picks up. Can you tell that bucket of balls to keep his opinion to himself?
I'm sure everything's under control.
It's under control. It's just a little tricky. Okay, hold on. Oh. Huh. Perfect landing. Easy money, baby.
But I'm still getting a lot of interference on the comms. It's gonna take me a minute to get them back up.
I'll search for signs of Cordova in the meantime.
Good. I'll be in touch once I crack this. Cal, over here. You did good work on it. The more information we gather on Cordova and Zepho, the closer we'll get to stopping the Empire.
I've heard of ancient cultures, but don't know much about them.
I only knew that Cordova was obsessed with the Zepho, believing their teachings to be important. I, too, was intrigued by the mysteries of our galaxy. You better get moving. There's a lot to learn here. Good luck.
You can see you two have been through a lot. It's not easy.
I shall
No,
go through
it's not.
all dialogue.
Think of those who believed in me at one point. If I give up on myself, then I give up on them. I'm sure you have a few of those.
Prof, friend on Braca. He sacrificed himself so I could live.
He believed in me.
That's an extremely rosy view of the situation that I don't think is borne out by fact.
For everyone.
BD-1's a helpful droid.
He does seem to be warming up to you.
Cordova must have really liked droids. He decided to leave such important information with BD-1.
I only assume he chose BD-1 because he needed some sort of ability to store encrypted information. These exploration droids are good tools for that sort of thing. But I'm sure he's more than that. Please, I'm trying to collect my thoughts.
Yeah, let's go.
Good work. Oh, we did it. I hope you're not hurt. What are you looking at?
Who are you talking to?
Just my ship, the Manus. Good name, right? Intimidating.
Sort of weird
You know, you probably never even flown a ship.
hand movements.
Maybe I'll teach you one day when you're done with your Jedi stuff. I'll even give you a discount.
Nice landing, Grease.
Me? Oh, yeah. Not a problem. It's easy for a skilled pilot like myself, especially when flying a ship like this. This baby was a steal. Well, I mean, I didn't steal it. I bought it. Well, I sort of almost did. I took out a small loan. Big loan, actually. No, it's fine. Look, we're all fine. Don't worry about it. Don't you have Jedi stuff to do? Get to it, kid.
Been just you and Seer for a while?
Oh yeah, she's great company. What about you? How long were you alone on Braca?
I wasn't alone. I had, people.
Friends?
It's hard to have friends when you have secrets.
Don't worry about it. Friends are overrated. What did that say? You
Says someone without any friends.
Oh. Well, that's kind of nice.
Everything okay?
Yeah, great. Just enjoying some peace and quiet.
Oh, okay. What do we find? Hey now.
Alright. Now we've got our Zepho ware. We've got one more stim to pick up this way, and now we're just progressing through Zepho. Although there is some weird environmental crap coming up that I'm gonna have to deal with.
Watch out, BD. They don't look friendly.
Cal, can you hear me?
The Empire. They found Zeppo.
If they were following the mantis, we would have been swarmed already.
Could they be looking for the tombs?
Let's hope not. Just got our comms working. I'll try the same workaround.
Can't believe I missed that. Oh, that was awesome. Direct.
Mother used this fabric to keep her child warm. They were on the run from something.
I actually died there in one run.
You're a lifesaver, you know that? Looking good, buddy.
This is a routing choice I make. Whoa. I make my way back towards... You can see how I'm already making my way back towards this area and just deflecting bolts back.
Hey now.
That's so I don't have to cover the same amount of ground twice.
Something was in there.
I move to the right here to trigger these guys to come after me.
Take her and go. I'll lead them away.
Ulster, no!
It's all a lie. The Empire just wanted this land.
Get him! Fire! Firing!
Dang it.
Clear. Keep on him. Don't just stand there, do something!
Get dunked on.
Jedi! All right, troopers are down. Understood. Move in. All allied units down.
More Force Echoes, more secrets, more XP. Which is good because I'm about to buy some skills.
The Empire's forced the villagers from their homes. Frightened refugees, shipped off to work camps. Or worse.
I buy 4 skills here. Increase health, increase force, increased life, dash strike to close distance, even though I'll never use it because it wastes too much force, and sprint strike, which is definitely awesome.
Someone's down there. All
Oh, alright then. What is it?
Sentient plant. There's the Jedi! Come on, don't let him get you.
Oh. I guess they can't just have blasters be one-shot kills, even though they probably would be. Especially since I'm only wearing a poncho. Whatever. And now this is the power of Sprint Strike. Instant decimation of his force power, of his blocking.
Much better. Oh, okay. Something we can use?
Hello. Light.
problem?
It's really not. Here, watch this. Sprint strike, hit, evade, and now dead.
Nice job.
Alright, now this is where I died last time due to my own stupidity. We'll see if I can avoid that. And... roll. There we go. That's me not being stupid. Oh! I've gotta wait. I'll wait for a full cycle.
Scanning again? Thanks, BD1.
Yeah, it's a little low, but I think it's fine.
This crate was moved here by stormtroopers. They seemed anxious for some reason. Pressured to find relics. We're on the right track, huh, BD?
Nice. Very impressive. Very Tomb Raider.
In the rotation since I left Lugano, I've uncovered more about the Zepho than I once believed possible.
Let's see if I can get all three deflects. Nice. Ho ho! That was awesome. Get wrecked.
Mariana.
Where did you come from? You can't keep this up. I know I've got this. I got this. Baby.
Not at all.
watch these grow.
All is proceeding according to my plan. My devious plan.
Hey now.
Alright. So, pretty soon we're about to hit the Tomb of Mictril, but before that we've got the fans to deal with. Well, not the fans. What do I call these things? The ore crunchers? I'm not sure what to call them. The big pounding metal things that if I get in the middle of them, they'll squish me like a bug. Those things. Alright. And roll. Nice. Let's grab a stim. That should be fine.
In accordance with the Emperor's will, we've occupied Zepho, redistributing its inhabitants. This planet has failed to yield significant data or relics for Project Augur. Its electromagnetic winds have rendered the bulk of our mining technology useless. Meanwhile, more stormtroopers lose their lives to dangerous fauna. We will not be able to fulfill our directive here. It is my recommendation that we disband the project and leave a token outpost to keep scavengers from stealing our technology.
Awesome. So now what I want to do is I want to trigger this guy and have him back up in here.
Moving back. You killed them all.
Come back here. What was in there?
Nice.
Hey now. What is it?
Now this is actually one of my favorite secrets. I think it's the best hid.
You need to move fast.
On it. Thanks.
Goes in.
These workers lack proper leadership and motivation, which you cannot provide. You will lead.
Alright, that section is done, thank goodness.
Intruder there. Picking us up. You'll win easy. Heads up. Copy that. You aren't leaving here alive.
Haha. Fall off the cliff.
Come back here. Something we can use?
Perfect jump.
found something.
What do they know?
No mention of Cordova. I don't think the Empire knows he's been here.
Then we have the advantage. For now.
This is a waste of time. What is Crane playing at? Impossible.
This area is going to remain unfinished until I visit Zepho again in part 3.
That's interesting. On the right track.
I'll have to go back there. I could get it now, but the routing just works out a lot better if I do it later. At least in my opinion, it does.
There's a storm up ahead. Something about it crippled the...
Should I refill my stims here?
I can feel something pulling me there.
I actually don't think I need to.
Let the Force sharpen your instinct.
All right. I'll do my best. Hey now. What is it?
Trigger him. What was that? Get off that. Get off the stairs. Dang it. Ooh. I didn't think he'd be alive. Alright, come on, charge me now. Give me an actual decent pattern. Thank you.
Another one of these. Where did they connect?
Nice.
These things are pretty cute. Never seen a storm do that before. Yeah, it's incredible.
Nice.
I believe this to be the earliest Zepho site we've uncovered yet, despite my reservations. I cannot chase the Bogano fault from my mind. Its visions shape the direction of an entire culture. I must understand why.
I'm in the tomb. It's massive.
And the Empire?
No sign of them down here.
What about Cordova?
Still not sure what I'm supposed to find. He's a little...
Eccentric? Tell me about it. But he wouldn't send us here for amusement. Keep an open mind.
Do you see that? Ugh.
Nice. Bust open. Wait, did I turn this off? Ooh, almost lost that. That's a good catch. Otherwise, I'd have had to repeat the cycle. So this one needs to be closed in order to complete the puzzle. I'll turn this on so it breaks the wall.
It's not just wind rippling through these chimes. Voices. From the past.
And now that both wind tunnels are open, this ball gets positioned in the middle. And now it opens up the secret. Perfect.
They were using Zepho meditation rituals. I think they were training Force users.
I should have 8, nice. Swing open. And now, you want it to have momentum coming back to the other side. And now I actually think I will refill my stims. There we go. I don't want to buy any more skills for now. Not until I unlock force push. Please go down the middle. Oh, thank God. This is now the farthest I've been in, like, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks. Nice.
What's that?
I want my momentum to be dead because I don't want to be... If I have too much momentum, there's a chance I could actually fly off.
What do you find?
This rope, by the way, is the last of what I call the death ropes, where I have the highest chance to die. I should be able to make it through the rest of Mictril pretty much okay. Notice the entire tomb is actually built around the idea of a tree, which is a really cool architect's concept. This is my favorite tomb, because it feels like it has a single architectural, like, theme. Oh, ugh. Little freaky. Nice. Now, I have to roll in here. I don't do it to get the meditation. I roll in there because you need to go in there for the exploration credit. If you don't, you'll be short. You'll be like 98% explored for this section of the tomb.
This lightsaber can't solve everything.
Now here, I'm just gonna wait. Good. That should have damaged him. Oh, it did. Okay, okay. Watch me juke. I've got the jukes. I've got the dodges. Let's go. Oh, first one juked. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure they're programmed to actually, like, hit you on a regular basis. And obviously you can't move here quickly enough to actually dodge any of them.
Focus.
It's annoying.
Jedi do not seek aggression, but we stand against it. The Force is there to shield us. The obstacles in your path define the path. What stands in the way becomes the way. Now, try again. Good. Continue. Faster now. Complete the test.
And last one.
What stands in the way becomes the way.
Little bit of backtracking here, but this is obviously backtracking that they want you to do, because they built in this whole other passageway, right? Leading to some nice secrets.
Oh, all right then. What do we find? This Guardian was destroyed long ago.
Now this is quite clever, because you can use Force Push as a grenade to throw the Skungus into something else that needs to be blown up.
Zepho crafted this artifact as an offering to the wind. It was destroyed intentionally for some reason.
My friend, take a look at the detail on this bark. The distinctive striations. It can only be a Rocia tree from Kashyyyk.
I mean, really? Out of every tree in the galaxy that can only look like one tree?
There is a good chance
Oh, man.
Chieftain Tarfu will know about it.
Alright, well now the Tomb Guardians become really, really easy, because they, like, their weakness is Force Push here. As evidenced by that. Come on. There we go.
Well done.
I'm a little bit behind there. That was a little weird. I was worried that I was going to fall short on the last jump.
This was deliberately destroyed. And still feel the
Whoa.
heat of the act.
I didn't expect to jump out that far. Alright, let's see if I can get my perfect one here. Come on. Get wrecked. Is that gonna roll in naturally? No. Okay, okay. This is fine, this is fine. Because now all I have to do is bump it out. Don't roll down that way. Come on. There we go.
Hey now. Something was in there. This relic is extremely old, and I get the sense it was part of some type of training ritual for Zepho Force users.
We are almost out of here. Nice.
This too is utterly fascinating.
Let's get out of here. Imperial facilities next.
Zepho
And then
went
we're
to
off
Kashyyyk.
Zepho.
Cordova mentioned someone named Tarful.
A Wookiee chieftain. They were old friends.
Think he's still around?
There's only one way to find out. We have to go to Kashyyyk.
We are out of here.
Just opened away from
Oh, I'll buy some skills here. What do I want? What do I want? Let's go shopping. Increased force. Increased life. Increased stim power. And enhanced force recovery. Awesome.
I see you.
Whoa, am I gonna fall off here? No, I'm good. Okay, okay. Woo! Oh, that was sweet. I want to deal with this guy now. Whoa. There we go. Perfect. And now I can open this without any worries at all. Crap.
What? Gotta reload.
Whoa! The force push actually went off before... It went off before he fired his... Or did it go off after? I'm not sure how that happened, actually.
I wonder why.
There we go. Can I jump this? Let's go! Nah. It's fine. Perfect. I might have routed this a bit weird. That's okay, though. Alright, see if I can not... I never like how you can't really see the edge going off that jump. I've never died there, but I still always worry about it.
Where are you? We can't wait for you any longer. Sorry.
Wasn't expecting this. The giant Zepho statue. Kind of thought there would be Zepho stuff inside. Scompling? Yeah, you're right. I think I could replace yours with this. Let's get you fixed up. Close that. Want to try it out?
Alright, let's climb the tower. Kill, I believe, 3 hapless Imperial security guards on the way.
Enemy below.
Nice.
Wait.
Seer, there's a transport ship leaving the Empire's base.
I heard. They plan to bring Zepho artifacts to Coruscant.
Does that mean?
That the Emperor is interested in Zepho? Maybe.
Villager was wounded, but he took out a trooper.
Did I miss something? Weathered Monument, 95% explored. Shouldn't that be... Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. Thank God I checked it. I was... Okay, so that makes sense. So, there's 4 chests here that you have to get. And the one right here. Thank you very much. I guess I still am not completely perfect in terms of my memory and recall. Come on, open up. It's alright. I'd rather see this now than forget and get it way later and have to backtrack all my way here, which would be really, really annoying.
I think I saw a Jotaz near here. If it comes around,
Gotta slice this door.
running again. Heads up! He's dead! He's killing us! Got it! I won't let you win!
Perfect.
Need to open this. It's one way to do it.
Do not concern yourself with a missing artifact. I'll deal with this personally.
Alright. So, up ahead we have the Jotaz fight, which is actually sort of tricky and requires a bit of a... What? How should I put this? Strategic placement for myself.
Classic.
Why would the Imperials build this? A facility... Like, why would they put that into their facility? I don't understand. And good. I knew I was close enough to get that done.
Enemy here! That's it. It's all over now. How's that possible? We're losing men!
Oh.
Yeah, okay, I'm done! Got a solid guard. Don't let him run. Whole squad is down.
Scan that. Thank you.
Thank you.
I might not have needed a sim there, but I think it's useful, given that I was not on bottom health, but, you know, I definitely could have been higher.
Enemy contact. The pressure on him. Don't regret that.
Can't get through. Seer, I just took down a trooper wearing black and red armor. The same type from Bravo.
I've heard. Trooper. Their only purpose
the Inquisitors coming?
Possible. We're far from Raqqa. They might think purge troopers are enough. Or they could be stalling me on purpose.
Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna heal up here.
You see the Star Destroyer? It's a energy.
There could be useful intel inside.
This is pretty cool.
Way to it. Villagers built this memorial to the clones from the Venator. See him? Empire isn't the only thing we have to worry about.
It's 9 of 10. For fallen villagers.
This tunnel flooded suddenly. What could have caused such a thing?
Perfect. 10 of 10. And that's what I'll be looking for every time that I do these Force Echoes. Because it's a reinforcement that I have actually gotten all of the data points and Force Echoes surrounding the lore of a specific area.
This water. He was killed by a cave-in. Imperial excavation is making these tunnels unstable. Thanks, Speedy. One.
All right. I want to finish off this guy fast enough so I can get the force push. Beautiful. No, well, I guess I'll fight the Philip. It's a little bit more XP. There we go. Good. Alright, we're out of Zepho. Let's go. Kashyyyk time.
I'm under an Imperial dig site. It got a lot further than we thought.
I route that very intentionally. The reason I'm routing it that way is I don't, I'm worried that if I go around, there's actually a rope jump that's very, very difficult without force pull. So I don't want to make a move or mess with that jump, which is a jump from a wall run onto a rope, and I have no idea how to be consistent on it. So, but once I have force pull, it becomes consistent. So I'm gonna wait until I have force pull to jump that, which means that I'll be doing that on Zepho Part 3, not Zepho Part 2 that I'm on right now. Ah!
Cal, we've got a walker firing on us, and our weapons are down.
Is that him? Tell him he better get his butt.
Hold on, I'm on my way.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I'd hope to deflect a missile right back into it. Yeah, the mines are just, they just slow me down. And again! Ah, crap. Whoa! Stim, please. Thank you. I know I stayed there too long. I was just being too aggressive there. You are under arrest by the authority of the Jedi. Don't try it. No, don't do it. Wait. Ah, no. I definitely didn't kill him in cold blood. Although I totally could have. Alright.
Nice work out there, kid. Hey, you got some real moves on
I'm
you.
going to take this cutscene moment to get something to snack on and drink really quick. I'll be back in a second.
They definitely use the Force.
An advanced civilization of Force wielders who mysteriously vanished. No wonder Master Cordova became so obsessed with them. What else did you find?
Before they disappeared, the Zeppo journeyed to the planet Kashyyyk. Cordova had a Wookiee friend named Tarkin. Maybe we can find him.
Sheik, look, things are really bad down there. The Empire's muscling in on those Wookiees big time.
Then we better get ready for a fight.
I think this lifestyle suits you. Fighting that Wookiee seems to have made you more confident. So, how are you holding up?
You mean with the Force?
Yes, with the Force. I know you said it could be overwhelming.
Haven't gotten myself killed yet. Rather not talk about it.
Well, I understand. More than you realize.
Why'd you choose to stop using the Force?
When the Purge started, and our clone troops turned against us, my Padawan and I took several younglings and we went into hiding. But we didn't last long. The Imperial Patrol was about to discover our location, so I tried to lure them away from my Padawan Trilla. She stayed behind with the younglings. But they caught me. And they tortured me. They wanted to know about the others and how many were left, but mostly they wanted to know about Cordova. Prison riot. I saw my opportunity and I took it.
Oh, my neck. That's fine.
But they almost broke me. And I am not the same as I was, Cal.
Your Padawan. Did she survive?
No. That's why we can't give up. We can't let the sacrifice of those closest to us be for nothing.
By the way, if you can hear in the background,
Give me a minute. I'm siphoning Imperial data.
you can hear in the background an obnoxious tapping that's continuing. So that's actually the rain hitting my air conditioning unit outside my apartment. Kashyyyk is the destination.
Cordova had supplies hidden all over the galaxy. Could be worth a trip.
Thank you.
You know, you never told me how you became a Jedi.
I was discovered by a seeker when I was very young. They took me to the temple to train.
Great reference, by the way.
Seekers. They're one of a kind, I'll tell you that much.
You have no idea what a seeker is, do you?
Not a clue. They seek things?
Yes. They're Jedi sent to find and retrieve young Force sensitives. Like the ones on that hologram. I was a seeker.
Whoa, whoa, you know what this means.
I didn't discover Cal, if that's what you're thinking.
No, it means I'm a seeker too.
I guess so.
Yeah. Seeker Greaves. Sit down, kid, it's time to land.
Okay, this rain is actually a level of I'm listening to it now. The rain is actually a level of obnoxious way beyond what I thought, and is just blaring right through the microphone. I'm not sure what the best, if I should just stop the run and try it another time when I can get actual sound quality. I'm only like 2 hours into it. if the whole recording is going to be complete garbage, then no, I'm not gonna. When I finish this, I want this to be something I can have viewers watch with pride. I don't want this to be something that they turn off because there's a constant rapping. Alright, so I'm just gonna be done for now. Have a good one.